Hi, good evening to all our friends, our stakeholders, everyone here at Foundation University, including the general community that has always been supporting our programs ever since. And welcome once again to iGreyhound. This is another Thursday evening, and we hope that you have made Thursdays as your regular habit. My name is Cecile Henove, and as always, we take great pains to make sure that our episodes are those that you would be looking forward to and where you can get many insights from. So tonight's episode, friends, is no exception because we have invited two ladies who are on top of one of the activities that we always look forward to here at Foundation University. So may I introduce them to all our viewers. Starting off with the lady immediately to my left. She's not a stranger to iGreyhound because we have invited her in the past, but this time she is going to tell us something that is really exciting as far as the university is concerned. May I introduce to everyone Dr. Lucelle Saguban. Hi, Ma'am Ling. We call her Ma'am Ling for short.
Hello, good evening everyone, and good evening, Ma'am Cecile.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, it's nice to be back.
Right, right. So welcome back to iGreyhound. Dr. Saguban is concurrently the Vice Chancellor for Administration of the University and also the Director of the Professional Resources Management Office. So thank you very much, Ma'am Ling, for accommodating our invitation. And beside Ma'am Ling here is, well, not exactly is she somebody who is a stranger to iGreyhound, but we see her on campus, very, very much in demand and also very visible on campus because she is our university nurse and she holds office at the University Health Services Office. And we call her fondly, we should not be afraid of nurses. So we call her fondly as Nurse Gail. May I introduce to all our viewers, Nurse Gay Eleanor Devero. Hi, Nurse Gail, and good to see you here and welcome to iGreyhound.
Yes, good evening, Ma'am.
Yes, yes. We are going to talk about something that is close to the hearts of many, including ourselves here at Foundation. And this is what we call as our efforts at making sure that everyone is well in the university, hale and hearty. So in other words, if you feel good, you look good, then we are able to deliver as much services as we could in the best way possible. I'd like to ask first Dr. Ling, or Ma'am Ling. We call her Ma'am Ling for short because look at her. She's very hip, just like any of our students here, just like most of our students here. Ma'am Ling, how did all these wellness activities and efforts of the university, how did this all start?
All right. The Foundation University took proactive steps to prioritize the health and well-being of its employees during the challenging times. That was pandemic, Ma'am Cecile. And this wellness, the initiation of the wellness program back in October 2020, was actually a response to the realization that health is a paramount concern during such times.
Yeah.
And we see that creating a wellness program actually for the employees, this was actually initiated at first for the employees because at that time there were no students at all because it's pandemic.
Yes.
So it was only then the employees, especially the support services staff who was here working. And the creation of such program was emphasizing actually on having a balanced program that breaks or addresses the sedentary activities or sedentary nature of the work activities of the employees. Noting, and as we all know, that sedentary lifestyle contributes to various health issues and concerns, and incorporating this kind of wellness activities for employees would really have a positive impact on the overall health and well-being of the employees.
So we're looking at wellness, Ma'am Ling, as a holistic
Yes,
concern. Holistic.
yes.
So not just physical, I suppose,
Yeah.
but in totality, no? So
Yes.
yes, you mentioned a sedentary lifestyle.
Yeah.
Perhaps our employees, most of our employees were just sitting down.
Yes, especially those who are assigned in the different offices.
Yes,
that,
right.
Who will just be working the entire 8 hours facing their computers.
Right.
Yeah.
And sitting down
Yeah,
and
sitting down.
maybe not having enough time to like stand up and
Yeah,
maybe do some
yes,
physical
exactly.
activity. Okay, so this stemmed during the pandemic, no? Sometime October 2020. That
Yes,
was the
October.
height.
Yes,
that was
at the
the
height
height
of the
of the pandemic. But the employees came to the university or on campus on a skeleton force. Not
Yes,
everyone came, no?
At that time, all the support services were here,
Okay.
except for the faculty
Ah,
because
yes.
they are doing an online classes
Yes, okay,
at their
okay.
respective homes.
Yes, right. So, but we have a good number of support staff
Yes,
who
we
also
have.
came.
Yeah, we have.
Okay.
There were a lot of support services staff. Like
Yeah.
it's more than 100.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a
at
good
that time.
number, no?
Yes.
That's a good number. Yeah. Thank you very much, Ma'am Lim. I'll get back to you. Nurse Gail, you are on top of the services that we have as far as health is concerned in the university. And of course, you are part of the wellness program, right? Where do we come in as far as our health services office is concerned? You coordinate very closely with our professional resources management office?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am Lynn coordinated with us to spearhead the organization of the wellness program during the launching last October 2020. So we spearheaded the launching of the program and looking for ways to start the wellness program in totality. We have it at first. We were following videos for that time, since we cannot invite somebody outside from the communities to be safe during pandemic. So we made an effort that we assigned somebody from the staff who knows how to do the basic dancing. They can lead us. So we just follow videos. We started with videos.
Okay.
Then finally, when slowly we were able to, it was allowed, we slowly ventured to inviting instructors. We have yoga instructors and some Zumba instructors during that time.
Yes.
So we scheduled. We partner with Ma'am Ling and we scheduled them for every Wednesday for it. And yoga was scheduled on Tuesdays during that time. So since it was the only available time for the yoga teacher, so we make arrangements for that.
Okay, very nice, no? So in other words, we have Wellness Wednesdays. I like the term, no?
Yes.
Is that right? Well, we coined it, no?
Yes.
Wellness Wednesdays. And then I think Fitness Fridays, is that
Yes,
right?
yes.
And then of course, we put in like yoga on certain days. Now,
Yes.
but these are all physical activities, no? What else have we been doing aside from these?
Yeah.
Ma'am Ling.
Before, I would like to answer that directly.
Yes,
with
yes,
your
yes, Ma'am
question,
Ling,
ma'am.
yes.
Yeah. I can still remember that even before this institutionalization of a wellness program of the university, there were already wellness program or wellness activities being done long before.
Yes.
And in fact, our university president are advocating and even inviting us to indulge ourselves in different physical activities. And even the university president Dean Cinco participated in one of the wellness program, and he was the one who introduced us to us the yoga. And later on, we were able to appreciate also another kind of wellness activity, physical activity in the form of yoga.
Yoga,
Yes.
okay.
And as mentioned, there were already physical activities long before. Employees were actually utilizing the facilities provided by the university. Let's say, for example, because the president is very supportive with that, he allows us to use the dance room, the gymnasium, particularly the blue and it's a green, gym at the North Campus for the wall climbing.
We have that, no?
Yes,
wall climbing.
badminton and etc. So, as mentioned, it's not only specific to physical activities, our wellness program, because it encompasses actually a holistic approach. So this does not only addresses the physical fitness, but as well as the mental or the psychological, as well as the financial wellness or well-being of the employees. Aside from that, as mentioned, aside from the physical fitness, even long before also, we've been already inviting financial advisors to talk about financial literacy for our employees, because definitely they are interconnected with each other.
That's true.
So,
that's true. That's true.
It's so important that you provide not only a specific part of the wellness, but the entire thing about wellness and well-being.
So it's a holistic approach, as mentioned. So we smiled at the financial aspect, because after all, if you're healthy and well physically, perhaps mentally, but maybe you're challenged as far as your resources are concerned, that will not also make us a healthy individual. How nice, no? That's really very nice, because the way I am looking at it, Foundation University as an institution, a higher education institution, and perhaps we can call Foundation University as our employer, looks into the well-being of the employees, the faculty and staff, and of course the students. I think that's a laudable move as far as your office is concerned, Ma'am Ling. But you're also involving other units in the university.
Yes, of course. It's a collaborative effort.
Yes,
It's a collaborative work. At first, of course, because we started during pandemic, and it's only between our office and the office of the University Health Services, who've been closely working with how are we going to organize this particular program for the employees. But later on, it expanded. As mentioned, at first it focuses only, or it invites only the employees. Early of this year, early quarter of this year, we've already included the students. Even the faculty of the different colleges. With the University Health Services and the OSL, Office of the Student Life, they have already this schedules for each college as to when they will be doing their wellness together with the rest of the members of the community. And Wednesday is for students, although that's still open for the employees. But of course, that's the activity day of the students. That's why they can really or freely join. But during the Fridays, it's more on the employees. So definitely for the employees, we have two schedules: Wednesday and Friday. Wednesday wellness.
Wellness Wednesdays.
Wellness Wednesdays and Fitness
Fridays. I like the play of
although
words,
the Friday doesn't really have to be exclusive for
faculty,
employees and
or employees. Students can also join in.
Exactly.
Very nice. The reason why we have been emphasizing on this is, in its totality, we are not only offering academic programs, curricular offerings, but again, we look at the well-being of a particular individual. Nurse Gail, what are the services that you have specifically at our University Health Services office? I think we have a dentist,
Yes,
Yes.
we also have dentists.
Yes.
University dentist is here every Tuesday and Wednesday
Okay, yes.
and Friday at
Yeah.
the campus. And we have two university doctor. One is Dr. Jennifer Mericido for the main campus clinic, and we have Dr. Geraldine Simpo
Okay.
for the North Campus Clinic,
Yes.
mostly catering the
Yes.
children or the
Yes.
pediatric students. By the way, our new dentist is Dr. Ruth Sian Sungkaya. So
okay.
she is currently employed here, joined the university
Yes.
just this school year. So you can actually visit the clinic for any dental
Yes.
appointments if you have any
Yes. Ma'am Ling, yeah, thank you very much, Nurse Gail. Ma'am Ling, the University Foundation is actually also known for its like Greyhound team, sports activities and others. So it's not really surprising that at Foundation, like if you come and visit our campus, friends, our viewers, in fact, on a Wednesday, you would see the FU Green really
Yes.
teeming with people and doing a lot of activities. It's like if you're not part of it, it's like I'm the odd one out. It's like I'm the OP or the outside person because I'm not there. So it's like very enticing.
Yes.
But how do we gather? No, I know that you said that there is a schedule for
Yes.
every college to take part in.
Yeah.
No? But how do we encourage? Well, it's not really encouraging. But how do we entice and encourage people in general to maintain really a healthy lifestyle?
Yeah.
Ma'am Ling.
Aside from that, as we always have this information dissemination
Yes.
and reminding all the employees every time that we have these schedules every Wednesdays and Fridays, because we have also group chats for the employees.
Yes.
So this is one way of how we could reach them and inform them of what's new and what's going on
Right,
with the university in relation to the employees' welfare. And initiatives. Well, we do not only focus on the physical as mentioned.
Yes.
During the love month, or what we call February.
Yes, February.
Every February, we also coined and aligned our activities in wellness to that
Okay.
by inviting guests like a vegetarian chef,
Yes.
providing our employees an idea on how they could prepare a more healthy meal for
Yes.
themselves. And of course, we have our annual physical exam for the
Examination, yeah.
employees just to check on
Yes.
their,
Yeah,
meter of
Yes.
probably it's more
Yes.
on the laboratory.
Yes. And
gauge.
it's a benefit
It's a
enjoyed
benefit,
by the
part
employees.
of the benefit
Yes.
of the employees.
We have that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. And of course, we've been inviting already several resource person just to, how do you call it, improve more and give more things that they could provide and impart to our employees, especially in terms of the totality of its well-being.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Ling. You mentioned the month of February, Love Month. What exactly did we do over the last few years in the month of February, as far as wellness is concerned?
Yeah.
Did it refer to like mental wellness, mental health, or more of the feelings of people? Nurse Gail.
February is the dental health month and
okay,
heart
yes.
month.
Heart month, yes, okay.
We joined the two activities together. So for the dental health month, we do it for mostly the students are involved. Then the heart month, we invited the staff
Yes.
to join us during the activities.
Yes.
So we have this activity.
In addition,
Yes,
Ma'am,
Ma'am Ling, yes.
probably on the part of the mental
Yes, right.
program, we collaborate with our guidance office
yes,
through
of
the
course.
Leadership of Dr. Yang,
Yes, yes.
Ricardo, with regards to they've been already conducting webinars even before during the time at the height of the pandemic on mental wellness.
Right.
And it's actually, what's good thing about it is it helps capacitate also the support services staff with regards to psychosocial processing skill, in helping those individuals who are suffering due to victims of typhoons and other calamities, on how they could cope up with emotional and psychological, how do you call it?
Challenges
That they've been going through. So we're just so happy and lucky, considering that our guidance office are also active and taking proactive steps with regards to capacitating our employees with, in relation to mental wellness.
Right. I noticed, in fact, and I have observed that in coordination with the Health Services Office and of course with your office, Dr. Ling, the guidance office as well is very active insofar as inviting experts and resource persons, especially on areas that may not necessarily delve on the physical, so like mental well-being and everything, in other words, in its totality. But as you mentioned, you also invited a chef. So all in all, it makes for a healthy foundation night, like a well-rounded foundation night who is able to give his or her all to the institution. But how effective would somebody who is conscious, I think this would really refer to the PRMO because Ma'am Ling deals with human resource and everything. In other words, you know the cross-section of the employees in the university. How effective would it be if here I'm an employee? Is it important, of course, for me to be able to talk to somebody, especially if I may not exactly be on top of my health or on top of my being who I want myself to be? How important is it? Like I wonder, maybe I'm talking in riddles, no? But can you see through a person even if he or she may be physically well, physically healthy perhaps, but there may be certain aspects in his or her life where this person may still need some help or assistance?
Yeah, there are things that you could really, determine if a person is going through something. Especially that you've noticed that she's been doing like this and now she's quite, like silent anymore, no longer sociable. Or it affects the productivity as well as the basic thing, which is how come that he's not being tardy all the time, or he's always absent. So that's the thing that we could have conversation with the employee on what's going on with his life and how we could help him. It may not be directly that if it is financial, we're gonna provide them with money.
Not necessarily.
But, we're just trying to help in terms of facilitating, helping him how to address, because definitely it's only you who could resolve or find solution to your problem. So we are just here to help you on how to look for a solution or how to be able to overcome it. It's more on the emotional support that you give to the employees.
And that's also very important insofar as making the employee feel comfortable and perhaps accepted in the institution. Very quickly, may I ask Nurse Gail, the number of individuals who go to your office, the University Health Services office, even if you may not have the statistics now, but like how often do students go to you or employees for that matter? Are these cases of what, a mere headache, a mere toothache or something?
We have different symptoms that they complaints, mostly headache, colds, cough, or something like that. So if we cannot do much more for those headache and cough or colds, we refer them directly to our university physician for more thorough assessment. So mostly students come and go. It's not really the same at the North Campus that most days, early morning, there are already pupils coming in.
So because these are young boys and girls, no?
So small complaints, they already went to the clinic. So it's not the same with college. So most, if they really cannot take it anymore, so that's the time only they go to the clinic. They visit the clinic for that. So but mostly we have our faculty and staff visit us from time to time for referrals if they have
BP
health
monitoring.
problems. We have blood pressure monitoring. We also
Okay.
have random blood sugar for those who are diabetic, so we can do random checks on their blood sugar.
Or maybe not necessarily those who may be diabetic, but just RBS, no?
RBS,
random blood sugar.
But mostly those who are diabetic are
really?
taking it seriously, so they go to the usually go to the clinic to check because they haven't checked with their doctors. So they just go to the clinic. So it's free, so we do cater them also.
You know, it's reassuring, just to close this particular segment, it's very reassuring that we have services like this, of course, no? In an educational institution, because we go about our daily lives, we teach for teachers, students, after all, like come to class and so on. Employees also render like a whole amount of service. So we have to make sure that we are well so that we can deliver as much as we could. I will be talking some more with our guests. We're talking about the so-called wellness program in the university that has started from way back, even before the pandemic, after we pause for these few reminders. iGreyhound will be right back. Yes, we're back on iGreyhound, friends. Please do not forget that we are also being streamed live on the Facebook page of Foundation University, and we are right here on Channel 6 of Filproducts TV-Dumaguete. Yes, and we're still talking to Dr. Lucelle Saguban. She is our Vice Chancellor for Administration and at the same time also Director of the Professional Resources Management Office, and our university nurse, Nurse Gay Eleanor Devero, who we fondly call as Nurse Gail. We were talking about the efforts of the university at wellness, and I'll ask Ma'am Ling as well on how we can make sure that we will be doing this over the years, and how we can really put Foundation University as well, something like as a leader in terms of a healthy lifestyle. I'll ask Nurse Gail first. Of course, in the university, we have students, we have faculty members, we have staff, we even have visitors, guests who come over to visit our campus. But Nurse Gail, in your experience, you've been in the university, by the way, for how long?
4 years.
Sorry?
I have been here for 4 years.
4 years, yes. In the 4 years that you have been in the university, Nurse Gail, have there been instances where you attended to clients, we can call them as clients, whose attention demanded so much from you, whatever they may be, whatever the case may be?
We have, lately, last month, we have member from the buildings and grounds who had, I think at first he said he's having a panic attack, but when he was there at the clinic, we checked his blood pressures and vital signs. He was really not having a panic attack, and much more of the health issues sa heart good niya, because his BP is shooting up, his blood heart rate is very high, and he has been with us sa clinic for almost an hour. Still, there's no changes, so we have to refer him to the hospital already. And truly, when he was there at the hospital, he was still struggling. He wants to go home because of financials, but then the doctor said you should be admitted because he has a cardiac problem due to the eye. So we have to be referred, monitored to check on what's really, what kind of heart problem he has.
Yes,
but now I think he's back to work now already.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
I have coordinated with Sir Joseph. He was the direct supervisor of that employee.
Yes,
so he was the one who updated me of what happened to the
How about cases among students? What are some common situations where students are into?
Yeah, common these days common. I have to run to different departments, mostly in education or CAS, mostly on the 4th floor. So they are having panic attack or they fainted. And when I interviewed them, some of the reasons, I have not eaten because I was stressed. It was an exam week. That's the main reason. They gave me, no, you can do it. So it's just minor, but then I don't know with the children these days or students these days, they have, I think, low self-esteem when it comes to academics. So they usually make
no confidence
or
self-esteem.
Yeah, they have low self-esteem. So then when there are lots of maybe assignments
homework,
or mga tasks
or
na given sa ilang
teachers,
they already mostly they fainted or they have panic attack. So I have to run to them. Then calm them down. So Or so, and when they are okay, I brought them to the clinic for more observation.
Yes, yes.
And that's mostly the cases that I have been dealing.
Yes, yes. So common
these days.
cases,
Yes.
no, Nurse Gail. But may I ask, are we now back into wearing masks? I think or is it only applicable if one is not exactly feeling very well?
Yeah,
Wear a mask.
I have made a memo
yes, a memo.
about since common colds are back, or flu-like symptoms
Yes.
is mostly observed here in the campus. So I ask the community to wear their mask if
Yes.
they have these symptoms, so that we can also protect our fellow foundation knights from having the flu-like symptoms, or might as well we might
Or stay home. Yes, might
stay
as
home
well.
and
Right.
just tell your teacher about
Exactly,
your
exactly,
conditions,
exactly.
and have your self-check sa university
Right,
doctors.
right.
And since the checkup is free, you just you have just to make appointments, or you can ask the clinic to have you your appointment to our
Yes.
university
But our
doctor.
doctor stays here in the university?
No, the doctors are in their clinic sa hospital. So we
can
have
refer
to
them.
refer
Okay.
them.
Yes, okay,
so-
very good. Yeah, thank you very much, Nurse Gail. So these are common cases among students, both students as well as our staff and faculty members as well. Right, yeah. All in all, because we were talking about the totality, no, of one's well-being, I think you are right, Nurse Gail and Ma'am Ling. We go beyond what is the now, no?
Yes.
Oo. The now would be very easy. Tomorrow, every Wednesday, you can program it in your mind.
Yes.
Okay, I'll have Wellness Wednesdays. Fridays, okay, I'll have Fitness Fridays or something. But after these events or after these activities, what is there more not to do? I think this is also one aspect. And I think you are doing that as a program or eventually as a program, Ma'am Ling?
We are already crafting the
Yes.
guidelines on that and possible activities that will
Yes,
be
right.
in line
Yeah.
in order to materialize and realize this
Okay.
particular
Okay.
endeavor for the employees.
So this is a need, as you
Yes.
mentioned. It's a need.
Yes.
It's a felt need. It was relayed to you by the academic community, our colleagues at the university,
Yes.
in terms of not only wellness or lifestyle, but preparation, no?
Yes.
For the future. Yeah. Yeah. Is it something that, again, we need to discuss lengthily? In other words, let's not wait for like 5 years or 10 years from today.
Yeah, definitely, because it's a critical,
Okay.
it's an important concern later on.
Right,
no?
right.
Maybe right now you have lots of money,
Okay.
but you don't
Yes.
know when you
Yes.
retire.
Right,
Considering that you don't have any, how do you
Yeah.
call it, regular flow of
Yes,
income.
right. That's true.
So it's important that you have to prepare your retirement days, noting that also Filipino culture,
Yes, yes.
you have lots of extended families.
Yeah,
and they
right,
thought that you are already a millionaire or billionaire once
Yeah,
you retire.
yes,
So
yes,
they will
yes.
gonna ask help from you.
Yeah.
It's good if it is on the emotional,
Oh, okay.
social.
Then you can
but
provide help,
yes,
no, or
you can
assistance.
you can extend help, but what if financial?
Yes,
So
yes, right.
yeah, you love your family, but not to the point that you give what you have, everything to them.
Yes, right,
You have
right.
to set apart, or shall I say, secure your finances, because when we get old, we don't know also with our health
Yes,
conditions.
yes,
Probably now we could still jump or run.
Yeah.
But in the future, we're not so
Yes,
sure. That's why we have also this physical fitness.
Right. As they say, charity begins at home.
Yes.
No? So we should start with ourselves first. Although without being selfish, of course,
Yes,
we
yes.
also need to help
Yeah,
our family members.
But there's always a limitation, shall we
Yes,
say,
right.
when we extend help.
Right.
Do not give everything
Yes.
to the point that you are left
with nothing,
zero,
perhaps.
with
Yes,
nothing.
yes, right. So that's also in terms of educating our employees, because sometimes employees or us ourselves, I can be like gullible, and I can immediately just give my trust.
That's part of the Filipino culture.
Right, correct.
We really extend help up to the very distant relative.
Yes. Even those who may not really be your relatives
even a
at
friend.
all. Yes, right.
To the point that you will gonna borrow for.
Yes. But isn't this something also that contributes to our wellness if we have a cohesive group of individuals who are with us? I'm talking beyond helping one another, but having a group of friends, having a like a unified group where I can go to. It's like a comforting feeling if I know that I can run to people.
Yes, I think it's just similar with what we call the prayer warriors.
Yes.
You have the social groups.
Right.
To help you, not necessarily to provide the material things that you are needing at that moment, but basically it's the emotional and the how do you call it? It's the connection, that you are giving or imparting or sharing to that person who's going through some challenges or specific challenge in life. So right now, with regards to having such particular group here, it's still a part of the work or part of the things that we have to probably work on, so that there is what we call a group of people who will take care of our employees. Right now, Manggod, we have only the guidance center, our office, and
health services.
But in terms of a community, but I'm not saying that our people here in the university are not that kind of people. But even if there's no a small group of community who will be looking into that specific concerns of employees, but we already experienced and saw how generous our employees. That is proven, tested during the pandemic.
Yes. In other words, we helped, or the community helped one another, and stayed united, stayed close to one another. And this is very enlightening, comforting, in fact, no. And again, it helps to one's wellness, because we're talking about wellness in general. Sustaining this, Ma'am Ling and Nurse Gail, because after all, how do you call that particular? I'm thinking of what aspect of one's life does it fit in? Maybe occupational therapy, perhaps, or I wonder. I wonder if that would fit in under maybe occupational therapy after one has served for a good number of years. What do you do, especially in terms of capacitating ourselves financially?
The life after the retirement.
Yes.
That's the thing.
And most people actually do not talk, or not really most people, most institutions do not prepare our, although we may be going beyond our interview already, but all of this actually would redound to one's wellness.
Yes, exactly.
Or avoiding anxiety, overthinking, and so on.
These aspects of life are interconnected.
Right. Maybe occupational therapy or something.
I'm not so sure with the technical term that yet, but it's more on that direction. And this is also in support also with the thing that our university president would like to see also for our employees when they get to retire.
I wonder, in your observation, we have been having Wellness Wednesdays and Fitness Fridays, but again, in your observation, did people attend our wellness activities because it was the pandemic?
Yes.
Or
it started.
okay, it started during the pandemic, but today, are they more complacent, or are they still conscious of their maintaining a healthy lifestyle?
For me, as I observe,
Yes, in your observation.
There's a
Okay.
sort of, a quite number of people who's, shall I say, temporarily discontinued
Okay.
participating with, but there are also who regularly attended
Yes.
the wellness.
Yes.
So basically, we could also understand, because after all, we have to also look into the needs of our students, and they are attending that
Yes,
because
of course.
mostly the support services people are involved with this.
Yes, right.
And, although for the teaching personnel, they have this Wednesdays together with their students.
Yes, right.
Where
Also,
they could participate.
Okay,
also.
so it's like bonding time also for the faculty and students.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you've mentioned about sustainability. I think even whatever program it could be or it would be, it's always been a challenge, no? How to sustain.
Yes. Okay.
Considering that, especially when it is already institutionalized. But I see that there's gonna be a sustainable program for the employees. Why? Because currently we are also working on another program which also looks into the holistic in terms of dimensions, multi-dimension approach. Because this is in compliance with the Department of Labor and Employment. So we are attaching this program of wellness to the family welfare program.
Yes.
And this is part also of the monitoring of the DOLE.
So we are being monitored also?
Yes, we are annually visited by the DOLE with regards to our compliance, aside from the labor standards and occupational safety.
Yes.
Just recently, this was also introduced and also a mandate already that all companies, especially employing more than 200, just correct me if I
And
wrong
we are,
with the figure.
And we are more than 200
yes,
already.
we are already 200.
Okay.
And so, right now, although we have an initial meeting with regards to this relative to the family welfare program last year, but right now, I'm still doing the inventory because there are core dimensions of the family welfare. It has something to do with the reproductive health of the employees, the environment aspect, the housing, the nutrition, the spiritual. And as I look at it, we've been doing already long before. Okay? It's just that we were not, collectively put this in place into one specific program, right?
Yeah.
So now I've realized that probably if they were gonna ask us with regards to are we have already a family welfare, yes, we have. We've been doing this long before this mandate has been implemented. We have, in terms of spirituality, we have masses
weekly mass, right?
Weekly mass
every Friday. Yes, 3 o'clock
that's
in the
3
afternoon.
p.m.
Yes, right.
In terms of reproductive, the Health Services Department are doing a free test in terms of HIV, I guess, because
HIV and AIDS,
test, right?
in partnership with the
City Health and Negros
Provincial Hospital.
Okay. So we do that here.
And we are able to, I think several of our employees able to have also avail that kind of test. And in terms of environment, we are so religious about promoting and securing
clean environment.
Having a green environment.
Clean and green, yes,
here inside our campus. Even again aligned with the sustainable recycling, upcycle, and whatsoever. So we have also specific activities
Yes, yes.
with that through the leadership of the command of Ma'am Russell Hamili,
Yes,
our safety and
yes,
environment
right,
officer.
right,
Yeah,
right.
so I was trying to collectively put it already, how do you call it, doing inventory of what we've been doing.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So, going back to sustainability, definitely it will gonna sustain
course.
because fitness will be part of the
Yes,
health,
definitely.
which is also part of the core dimensions of family welfare
Yes, right,
program.
right.
So, we
yeah.
need to have that.
Yes. So it's not only like celebrating Family Welfare Month, isn't it that we
Yes,
celebrate
yes,
that? But it should
yes.
be the whole year round,
Yes,
no? Okay.
yeah. So, it's a holistic, as
Yeah,
you mentioned.
right,
It's
right.
a multi-dimension
Yeah.
approach,
Yeah.
knowing that these aspects of life, as mentioned, are interconnected.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm listening to both of you, Ma'am Ling and Nurse Gail. The importance of what you do really cannot be underestimated, no? You know, it's like saying, okay, they're having the physical wellness or the exercise, but looking at it as a whole, it
Yes.
helps all of us, no?
Yes.
The following day, we maybe,
Yes.
as you had mentioned, or as you had termed it, Ma'am Ling, refresh
Refresh.
or
Yes.
recharge, no? So it's
Yes.
like being positive for the next
Day,
challenges or
yeah,
for the
for
next
next
day,
day.
and being productive as well,
Yeah.
because you're healthy mentally, physically, or holistically, and including spiritually, because we have it's a good thing that you mentioned it. We have masses, Holy Mass every Friday at 3 o'clock in the
Yes.
afternoon. But very quickly before we end the episode, sustaining it in terms also of letting people go there. Please,
Yes.
do not look at me, because I will attend I will attend the next wellness. Yes. As they say, if you want to be part of it, you'll really find ways, no, to be
Yes,
part of
yes,
it. No?
exactly.
And I think devoting at least 1 hour. We usually start at 4 in the afternoon, right?
Yes, 4 in the afternoon
Until about
until
4,
5.
until 5 or
it would depend on the instructor.
okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
But definitely it will not go beyond 5.
Beyond 5 o'clock, yeah.
Yes.
So, you know, it's a very friendly schedule.
Yes.
So maybe on a Friday,
Yeah.
for example, after you hear Mass at our chapel at 3 o'clock, up to 4, then you can go to
Yes.
the Fitness Friday. Or perhaps on a Wednesday, because I think that's our free day in the university. Free meaning
Yes.
you can devote it for meetings or like researches or activities. Then we can devote at least 1 hour.
It underscores the commitment of the university
Right.
with regards to the wellness of its community,
True,
of its
right,
people.
right. So it's like again discipline, perhaps, no? Discipline.
exactly.
Devoting at least 1 hour of your how many hours are we supposed to work? 8 hours a
8
day.
hours.
Yes, devoting.
And that's why we've been so appreciative and so happy that the top management are really supportive with regards to that program.
So in other words,
Yeah.
we can like go out at 4 or not really go
Yes.
out, no? Attend to this activity.
Yeah, just still within the campus.
Yes. Yeah. Coming from our HR, yes. So we're allowed to do that, no? Yeah. Meaning, devote at least that hour for
'Cause-
wellness, so to speak, no? That's
Because
really very nice.
at the end of the day, it's again, measuring the productivity and efficiency, shall we say, of the employee. So when they are physically active,
Right,
it translates also on how they could respond also to the
That is
needs
true.
of
That is really
the
true.
different
That is true.
departments
Yeah.
here in the university.
So I understand, Ma'am Ling, that you also would still need to like document all of these, no? Maybe
Yes,
percentages, no?
Yes.
Perhaps
Yeah.
how best have we been effective in
Yeah.
yoga or
that's part of the thing that we could also we should also do in terms of monitoring and also looking into how impactful
Yes,
that activity or that
Yes,
program
yeah.
would be.
Yeah.
Yes.
And how else perhaps we can
Yes, in
improve
terms
on it.
improvement.
Yes, right.
Because
yeah.
I know there are a lot of things that we can still do
Yes,
and
yes, yes.
improve.
Yeah.
Yeah, to gather more of our
Right,
employees
yeah.
to participate.
Yeah. After all, this will all benefit us, no?
Yes,
So the
definitely.
feedback should come from the employees, the
Yes,
students for that
yes,
matter.
yes.
Yes. Wow. Can you imagine that? Very exciting, no? I'm now raring to once again, no, go to
So
our
you shouldn't miss
yes,
the
our
session.
our Wednesdays and of course our Fridays. Yeah. So in the few minutes that we have left, Nurse Gail and Ma'am Ling, I will allow you to talk to our viewers, address them in whatever concerns you may have, or perhaps any pieces of advice, words of wisdom coming from our nurse in the university. You have the floor now, Nurse Gail.
For the university health services, if you need, you have any health concerns, you can visit the clinic anytime. We are open Monday to Saturdays from 8 to 5 in the afternoon. So in regards to our wellness program, we are inviting you to join us every Wednesdays and Fridays from 4 in the afternoon to 5. So mostly at the FU Green for our wellness program. And
Yeah.
so that's
Thank you very much, Nurse Gail. And then for Ma'am Ling, our
Yeah, probably I
PRMO
would just like
officer.
to express on behalf of the employees.
okay.
Yeah, with regards to the support given or extended by the university or the top management, especially our university president, in all the programs that we have been doing, not only for the employees as well as for the students. And so, because of that support that the top management has given to us, I am inviting and encouraging my colleagues in the university to make use of this opportunity to, make yourself well, especially physically, join our different schedules and activities in relation to wellness and well-being.
Yes, wow. And that is for free, right?
Yeah, that's for free.
For free.
Walay bayad.
Yes, and it's right here on campus.
It's just here inside the campus.
Just a few steps from where we all are, right?
yes,
Wow,
yes.
great. So thank you very much once
Thank
again.
you so much also, ma'am, for the opportunity
Yes,
to be invited.
thank you. And of course, this shouldn't be the last time. We will invite you once again, for some future developments as well. Thank you very much, Ma'am Ling and Nurse Gail. So with that, friends, we bring to a close another episode of iGreyhound. Truly, we had a very engaging conversation, especially so that it pertains to our wellness and how we can be made more productive as far as our physical and mental well-being is concerned. Please do not forget, our replays are on Fridays and Saturdays at 2 o'clock in the afternoon to 3 in the afternoon on Channel 6 of Filproducts TV-Dumaguete. And yes, we are also being streamed live on the Facebook page of Foundation University. Thank you very much once again to my stylist, Miss Rofi of Yvonne's Closet, for my chic clothes on the show as always. This has been Cecile Henove bidding everyone a pleasant evening.
Grit, determination, resilience. These traits are what made Foundation University overcome the obstacles of the pandemic for more than 2 years. With the future being uncertain, it was difficult to make plans. Life, or whatever was left of it, in the minds of Foundationites was at a standstill. This year, just in time for the new academic year, Foundation University shows to the world that she can weather any storm. With full face-to-face classes back, the campus brims with life as teachers and learners make up for time spent online. The challenges in the past have tested how far Foundation University can go. From where we are, there is nowhere we can go but up. As we rise and stand united, we face the coming year with optimism and hope as Foundation University proudly soars on her 74th year. Just as the Greyhound is capable of leaping to greater heights, so does Foundation University. FU at 74 proudly soar.